Hey everyone, it's Road to Retire, the channel where I try to retire early. Pretty self-explanatory, right? I do a bunch of different side hustles to try and make early retirement a possibility. So if you're in that kind of stuff, follow along and subscribe. So welcome to today's video, a brutally honest review of REMOTASKS after 7 months. There's a lot that has happened on REMOTASKS in my 7-month period of doing it. Let's get right down to it. So you're looking at the earnings right off the bat because I want to be transparent here. I've started working on March 8th, so it's been a little bit over 7 months now that I've been on the platform. 58 days I've worked on it. I've done over 1,300 tasks. I've earned $2,318 on REMOTASKS. Not bad for a side hustle website. But here's the thing, it could have been so much more. So when I first started working on REMOTASKS, I thought it was a decent site. I was doing tasks that were related to, helping artificial intelligence chatbot answers. There was a lot of writing, a lot of reading, a lot of proofreading and grammar and editing. You have to be fluent in English to get any chance at these. You can't use ChatGPT for your answers. There was a lot of writing. At the time when I first started the platform in March, the tasks were paying around $15 an hour, which, for an online side hustle site, it's okay. You can do better. Obviously, dataannotation.tech pays a lot higher, but it was okay. And the Slack community, Slack is where you go if you want to talk to like the admins of the project that can help you out with questions that you have, payment questions, questions related to the task, how you should complete them or whatever. At the time, the community that I was working with on that project, they were good. They were very helpful. They were very good when I had issues getting paid out, my bonuses paid out. And that's the other thing. The bonuses were nice, at least on the project that I had. It was complete like 15 to 25 tasks. I forget what it was at the time. And you would get like a nice $15 bonus. So even though the hourly rate was $15 an hour, with the bonus, it kind of calculated out if you were able to get to that point. It came out to like $25 an hour, which is a pretty nice boost. But of course, it would take like 2 hours of work minimum to get to that bonus threshold. So was it worth it? It depends on what your scenario is, how much time you have to complete some of these tasks. So the first task I did, it was fine. And the bonus payment was nice. So I usually, after work, I would try and log on and do the minimum to get the bonus and then sign off, and that was working. The referral program at the time was awesome. All they had to do was use my link. They signed up and they would get 20, I would get $20, and then that was the end of it. I made a decent amount of money off bonuses. I'm here to be transparent. I put my referral link in the description of my videos. When I was first starting out a REMOTASKS, a lot of people clicked on it. I probably got like $200 to $300 worth of referrals. So just being transparent, that's what I do here on this channel. And then from that first tranche of project work that I did, it got even better. And I was like, wow, REMOTASKS might be the best website I've ever discovered. The AI chatbot got a little more advanced. However, they paid a lot better. And there was instances where I was making close to like $80 a day after bonuses. And it was definitely worth the long writing tasks that you had to do. The Nightingale project was awesome if you've ever been on that, or I don't know if it still exists or not because I'm not on the project anymore, but it was awesome for a long time. What happened? Let's transition here. Kind of on point with the REMOTASKS and how it's gone downhill. I tried to just click the dashboard, as you can see in the top left here. Maybe you can, it might be blocked off. An unexpected error has occurred, so I'm gonna wait to see if I can get past this error message. Somewhere along the line, the admins on the Slack community went from really helpful to kind of ignoring half of the requests coming in to a little bit toxic, and they were getting frustrated with the questions coming in because a lot of people were getting kicked off projects and there was really no explanation. Now, they make it very clear that you can't use ChatGPT, that it has to be your own individual creative writings. You can't steal it off websites and just copy and paste. And you also just have to take your time and not rush through it. And there came a brief period where the best paying project that I was on, like half the people just got removed. And it was funny because I remember specifically there was one person in the Slack community that was like, just went on a rampage, like 10 sentences in a row of just like, why am I kicked off, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like 10 individual chats. And like the Slack admin just like had enough and like posted their individual work. And it was just like, this is blatant chat GPT, and it's like, your language sucks, and like just went on a tangent on this person. And it's just like, wow, there's a little bit of vitriol here. Why don't you just block them off the Slack community if you don't want to hear from them? But you know, I get it as someone who's like, when you deal with someone who's just annoying and frustrating and in the wrong, you kind of want to call them out. But meanwhile, there I am plugging away. I'm making good money, close to $80 a day or whatever it was. And all of a sudden I get booted for no reason. And I asked about it and I didn't get an explanation, but it's like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't use ChatGPT. I know my language in these is fine, but all of a sudden I went from making like close to $80 a day to absolutely nothing. And there was no projects available to me for like 3 months. And then kind of recently, it was like a month or two ago, I finally got put on another project. It was this wedge shorts, and let me tell you, this project is terrible. It's like you're going frame by frame, watching a person's eye, and you like annotate if they're like blinking or if they're just like staring out into the abyss or whatever. You got to do the pupil and the iris and all that crap, the outline of the eye, the track its movement or whatever. It paid $12 an hour. I don't know if that's changed, because why would I even bother continuing on a project that's paying $12 an hour with no bonuses? It takes no skills to do, but like, you got to be brain dead, and being brain dead for 12 an hour is not worth it. You can go out, get a job at an Amazon warehouse for $21 an hour. It's going to be the same brain dead. At least you're getting some exercise in there for almost double the pay. So REMOTASK, from a short 7-month period, went from decent to really good to really shit in a short period of time. So that's the brutally honest assessment of REMOTASK. Their website is really slow too, and it's like, today is a perfect example. It's like I'm just refreshing, and obviously you can't see it because I'm not going to refresh in front of you, but it takes forever to load. Half the tasks come in very slow. Bottom line, dataannotation.tech is just a much better website. I come back every once in a while to see if I get anything new on REMOTASK, but I don't, and I have a feeling that I'm not going to get anything new unless I somehow delete this project, or if I just do a crappy job, or if I continue doing this project, they see I'm doing a good job, and then maybe they'll give me other work. But at this point, why am I going to waste my time doing $12 an hour tasks that I absolutely hate, when I could just go over to dataannotation.tech and make $25 an hour doing that kind of writing style? Pretty much what I was doing on REMOTASK that I enjoyed doing and was getting paid well for, I am now doing on dataannotation.tech for a better pay rate and way better support, and like the website interface is just a lot better, a lot cleaner. The payments are a lot better. There's no delays. You don't have to question anything with bonuses and any of that crap. And now even the referral system on REMOTASK is crap. Like, say I were to give you my referral link, you would have to click on it, sign up, earn $150. I would have to earn another $150 just for us to receive any kind of money. You're asking a lot, especially if you're getting projects that pay $12 an hour. I mean, what is that? Like 13 hours of work you would have to do just to see any kind of referral bonus. And it would have to be 13 hours on both sides. So it's just like, why am I going to waste 13 hours of my life getting paid $12 an hour to make a little over $150 for an incentive bonus? It's just crazy. REMOTASK has gone way downhill. And unless they get brand new projects or whatever, I don't see them recovering anytime soon. Now, REMOTASK is international, so there's that good side. So maybe you can get put on a project where $12 an hour in your country pays a lot. However, I noticed that a lot of times websites like this, where if I get put on this wedge shorts project and the same exact person or the same exact project goes to someone in like India per se, for some reason they'll get paid like $1 an hour. I'll get the $12 an hour, and I get it's like economies of scale or whatever, but it's just like, to me, if you're doing the same exact work with the same exact accuracy. Why would you not pay the same across the board? It makes no sense to me. So I feel for people outside of the United States who do the same exact work and get paid crap, and I get spammed with crap emails all the time asking me for my log information. I will never give it to you. I will never create an account for you, so stop asking. That'd be idiotic of me. But nonetheless, that is my brutally honest view of REMOTASKS. I don't think I'll ever work on it again, but I'll always hop on and see if I'm on any new active projects or whatever. And if I ever do log on and I'm on a new project and somehow it pays well, like close to data annotation range, 20 plus an hour, then I will hopefully eat my own words. I will do a update video saying, hey, there's a new project that I could put on, credit to REMOTASKS. But until then, I haven't seen any good projects come through for the last like 4 months. So I don't see how, it's going to improve itself. I made the majority of my $2,300 in the first 2 months of working REMOTASKS, and it was great. And I had to pocket the cash while I could, and I'm very grateful I found dataannotation.tech, worked on my YouTube channel, worked on the Amazon Influencer Program, and found other side hustles along the way. I would honestly rather do Amazon Mechanical Turk than REMOTASKS, and that's saying a lot because Mechanical Turk, aka Mechanical Turd, pays like $3 an hour nowadays. But I find more enjoyment out of it, so there's that. So hope you enjoyed this video of my brutally honest assessment of REMOTASKS. I'll be covering all the side hustles I do, so follow along if you're into that, and I'll see everyone in the next video.